Now, in a stunning escalation, Russia has intensified its attacks on multiple cities across Ukraine as well as on the front lines. This even as Russia and the United States are set to hold ceasefire talks in Saudi Arabia next week. These are some of the images from Ukraine's port city of Odessa, where the firefighters are struggling to douse the fire. Now, Ukraine claims that Russia has struck the city with drones. The overnight attack took place while the Czech president, Petr Pavel, was meeting with the Ukrainian officials in Odessa. Now, Pavel, in fact, visited the Black Sea port. Now, Ukraine has accused Russia of targeting its civilians in a guided bomb attack near the city of Zaporizhia. Now, Kiev claims that at least about 5 civilians, including a child, have been injured in the strike. Russia maintains that it never targeted the Ukrainian civilians. And the situation on the front lines remains very grim. Ukrainian military claims that the Russian strikes on a gas pumping station in Sudzha in Russia's Kursk region. Ukrainian forces have been under immense pressure in the region for the last 7 months after a cross-border incursion. Now, Russia says that Ukraine has already violated a proposed ceasefire on energy sites by attacking an oil depot in the southern Russian region of Krasnodar. Now, Russia is using heavy flamethrower system TOS-2, the Tochka, to destroy the Ukrainian strongholds in eastern Ukraine. The fire control system fires a volley of shells at the positions that the Ukrainian troops have at a distance of almost 12 kilometers. The Tochka works on an automatic mode, where the Russian forces enter data via a computer to shoot at their targets. The Russian Defense Ministry has said that its troops have targeted the Ukrainian military airfield infrastructure, command posts, drone storage facilities, military trains carrying ammunition and weapons, and also troop and equipment concentrations across 153 areas in the past 24 hours. Now, the Russian army claims to have repelled the Ukrainian attacks in directions of Kharkiv, Donetsk and Zaporizhia and have struck the Ukrainian personnel and equipment. Now, the Russian forces say that they have intercepted 225 Ukrainian drones. Now, in the Kursk region, the Russian forces have claimed to have destroyed Ukrainian weaponry and 2 drone control points in the last 24 hours. Now, Russia's barrage of attacks have come a day after Ukraine launched a drone attack on the Engels military airfield in Russia's Saratov region. Now, the airfield is a crucial hub for Russia's strategic aviation deployment with Tu-95 and Tu-160 strategic bombers that are used to launch strikes against targets inside of Ukraine. Now, amidst the raging war, the French President Emmanuel Macron has said that he'll be hosting a meeting of the European leaders with Ukraine's Volodymyr Zelensky in Paris on the 27th of March to discuss ways to help defend Ukraine. Now, Macron's comments have come as a group of Western nations, Coalition of the Willing, is focusing on a support plan for Ukraine, making sure that the West can move quickly if a peace deal is to be struck between Kiev and Moscow.
Next Thursday, we will be holding a summit of the Coalition of the Willing in Paris in the presence of President Volodymyr Zelensky, and we will be finalizing our work on short-term support for the Ukrainian army, on defending a sustainable and viable Ukrainian army model to prevent Russian invasions, and on the security guarantees that European armies can provide.
Now, on the other hand, Russia's Security Council Secretary Sergei Shoigu is in Pyongyang. He's all set to meet with the North Korean leader Kim Jong-un and other top officials. And the visit marks the latest in a recent series of high-level exchanges between North Korea and Russia. The defense ties have grown stronger, with Pyongyang deploying thousands of its troops to support Moscow. Now, earlier in the day, the North Korea had test-fired a new weapons system which would boost its combat readiness. This in the backdrop of the Russian security chief's visit. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.